The leaders of all three provincial opposition parties were in Thunder Bay today as the Northwestern Ontario Municipal Association kicked off its AGM with speeches from Marit Stiles, Bonnie Crombie, and Mike Schreiner. Lee Noonan was there, and she joins us in studio.
Thank you, Haley. There were a lot of commonalities between the three speeches. They all touched on healthcare, housing, resource extraction, and provincial downloading, and each of the three leaders made a case for their party as the best one to represent the region at Queen's Park.
I'm bringing the North into the fold of every conversation that we have on housing or healthcare, on tourism or infrastructure.
And while I'm not going to pretend to know what it's like to live here in the North, I do know a thing or two about running a city.
I believe there is a bright future for Ontario's North, but we need a government that's going to invest in that future.
The leaders of Ontario's opposition parties each addressed the region's municipal leaders on day one of the NOMA AGM. All three spoke about the need for more healthcare, addictions, and mental health services in the North, as well as the lack of affordable housing and the importance of the region's natural resources to the economy. NDP leader Marit Stiles says it's her party's approach to housing that sets them apart.
Getting government back in the business of building housing again. You won't hear other parties talk about building truly affordable housing. We can't rely on the market, especially in Northwestern Ontario. Developers aren't going to come here and build giant condominiums.
Liberal leader Bonnie Crombie puts education at the center of her party's plan and acknowledges they've got a lot of work to do to rebuild trust.
Meeting local people, having them meet me, and building that trust back, building back that confidence, listening to their needs, which are different, vastly different from the south of the province. And I know people here in the north are tired of people in the south, in Queen's Park and in Toronto, making decisions for them.
The Green Party's Mike Schreiner believes his party's environmental commitment will give them traction in the region.
We can create jobs and prosperity and generate prosperity for our communities while also protecting the people and places we love in Northwestern Ontario. And I think that's what sets the Ontario Greens apart.
NOMA President Wendy Landry says having all three leaders in attendance reflects NOMA's strong relationships with the three parties, and she says she's not concerned by the absence of Conservative Party leader and Premier Doug Ford.
He's a very busy man, and he tells me that he has complete confidence in his ministers in bringing his message forward to us here in Northwestern Ontario.
For the first time at NOMA, time has been set aside for municipal leaders to meet one-on-one with government ministers, something Landry says is particularly important for smaller municipalities that can't afford to send delegations to other conferences. Lee Noonan, TBT News.